Hello, Spartans. This is Superintendent Miller. Another episode of Riding with Rob, and this time I've got a new guest, a head coach of the varsity girls fast pitch, and you coaching slow pitch too this year?
Slow pitch, yeah.
All right, Jonathan Suttmiller. First year at the helm. How was this first year with the girls?
It was really great. Coaching, I always look for 700 things that we can do better, but when we could stop and reflect and look at our team from July to when it ended a few weeks ago or last week, remarkable change. The girls rallied, they set some goals.
Very competitive.
Achieved goals, and so to see them to be able to get 20 wins for the first time, to host the regionals for the first time, I think.
Congratulations.
I think in 16 or 17 years, maybe, something like that. Definitely reached a lot of goals, and I think maybe laid that foundational piece. And so it was very exciting. It happened so fast. 90 days, 30-something games in 90 days, and then it's just like, it's over.
I know, and I was here at the last game that we played against Choctaw, where we narrowly missed making it to state this year, and we'll get over that hump. It just takes a little while, and as we were talking earlier, building that culture where winning is the expectation. And I do believe you set some of those foundational pieces. The girls seem focused. They are definitely competitive. They support each other, and you've got a great coaching staff.
Yeah.
So talk to us a little bit. I know you also played baseball in high school and played some junior college baseball and have coached both boys and girls. What makes coaching girls softball different and appealing to you as a coach?
I like the speed of it. I love baseball. My heart is with baseball. Love talking to our baseball guys who are great champions as well. But the speed of a game is just so much, so fast in 7 innings. And I feel like that the girls listen better than the boys. Now, it's all girls at my house. I'm raising a daughter, and so I don't. This is the world that I live in, and so maybe that's just me. But I felt like at my previous school and here, man, that the girls have listened more and receive instruction better. And so I suspect there are a lot of wives out there nodding their head and saying, "That's right." Yeah.
Our husbands
I've learned something along the way.
Don't always listen quite as well.
Yeah.
But what I love too is the amount of spirit that they have. They really do support each other and cheer each other on. I can't even hear all the words that they say sometimes. What's the favorite cheer that I hear from the dugout? What's one that they really do all the time?
They really got into this one the last few weeks. Do it.
That's right. We did that at the pep rally.
Yeah, let the freshmen, sophomores, and of course, we've got an army of freshmen. So the freshmen were just belting it out. My personal favorite. They do one for Savannah Duran that's kind of slower, and they sing a song. And I like one for Shay and Sarah Barbie. They say, "Hey, we want some Barbie," and I kind of like that one. So that might be my favorite one.
That's one of the more entertaining part about softball.
They are there, and really for most of the year, not always, but most of the year through thick and thin. I mean, they did not. One of our ADs, after the Choctaw game, was like, they fought. They didn't quit. We didn't win, but he said, I think that a lot of other teams might have laid down. It's like your girls didn't lay down, and that shows their character. And it's hard to have that spirit and to fight when you're losing. We've all been in a similar situation. It's tough, and so they show a lot of character and a lot of chaos.
Yeah, and I think that's such an important lesson, not just from softball, but from sports, is you play it till the last out, because anything can happen, and we've watched it happen in all kinds of sporting events, and you don't give up. You just keep fighting, keep doing the right thing. Speaking of girls that never gave up, I know we're 7 seniors. Posters are on that wall. We had senior night just a couple weeks ago. Say a little bit about this senior class and the leadership that they provided for the underclassmen.
Not speaking in hyperbole, to be my first year, it was the most remarkable class. They're talented, of course. 2 of them committed to play. A third one will commit to play beyond, and so tons of talent. But their character supersedes everything. They are quality people. They care for each other. They love each other, and they took in it again with so many freshmen. We wound up starting 3 freshmen, and some of these girls had to play behind freshmen, and that is hard, maybe even devastating for them. But they didn't fall apart. There wasn't strife and things. I'm sure there were locker room things that I don't know about, that I'm glad not to know about.
Sure.
But the character and leadership that they have shown was second to none. They are very classy. They work very hard. They're all scholars. You know, we finished with a 3.812 team GPA. And all of those senior girls, though, are in that up and above that 3.8 GPA. And so whatever it is you look for, they provided all of it. And they were the heartbeat of what we did. So I was so grateful that they got to end. It didn't end the way that we wanted it to, but they got to bring teams here, and it ended here. And we don't want it to end here, but it's still a moment that they get to leave with that's special. And so I'm glad they had that.
And so you talked about this freshman class coming up, and the other sophomores and juniors. What's it look like for next year? We look like we're going to be pretty strong coming back?
I think so, yeah. I like, so 6 starters back. You know, it'll be hard. Savannah, center field. Bryn Daniel is Bryn Daniel.
She is.
As awesome. Is Kendall Biggs. But the way that I see it, you know, Emmy Frederickson kind of had a breakout sophomore year, and you know it's in her blood.
It is.
And so I see her as a huge playmaker. Heidi Gruenwald, freshman, big year as a freshman. And, you know, she told me yesterday, she was like, I think I could have hit better. And I said, you did, but I was looking at the stats from my 3 seniors that will nominate for All-State, and I just had them there. I was like, you said you could hit better, but you hit exactly 4 points higher than Bryn Daniel did as a freshman. And I said, and no one would look at Bryn as a freshman and say, boy, you know, if she'd just be a little better. I was like, you play already at such a high level. Pitchers will all be back. You know, Sarah Barbie is a warrior in the circle for us. So
lots of great pieces.
Yeah. I think that.
Yeah, it's just you're building a foundation and building a legacy that's really focused on doing the right thing, supporting each other, and pursuing those wins. Because, again, every little milestone you achieve as a coach, whether it's hosting a regional, winning a regional, getting to state, it doesn't happen overnight. It takes building all those pieces together. So I just want to congratulate you on a successful first year. I know it's sometimes tough to come in. These girls have been together since they were little kids. You're the new guy, and they have to get used to your leadership style, and you have to kind of get to know them to know how to bring out the best. But I think you've done a fantastic job with that. And I'll leave you with a terrible dad softball joke. You ready?
Yep.
Okay, see if you get this one. Why did you cut Cinderella from the team?
It's got to be something about the ball. It's got to be.
Yeah, she always ran from the ball.
There it is.
There you go. With that, I'm sorry, folks. That's just had to throw that in there. But that's all for this week.
Beautiful.
Thanks for joining me.
Thank you, Mr. Miller.
And you can sign us out.
Appreciate it. Thank you all.